Seth, welcome to Judo.
To Judo? Okay.
Judo.
Try!
I don't know how I keep getting into this stuff. The black belt is correct though. This is Judo. A martial art so based off of throwing people that to warm up, you throw yourself. I don't know if these guys knew this or not, but about 3 or 4 years ago, I gave Judo a C when I was ranking martial arts. And right about now, the only thing you can really see is how bad I'm struggling. Did you see that? Bit more of an athletic start than I would have guessed. But these break falls are important. If you don't break the fall breaks you.
Holy smokes. Whew. How many people are just like, whoop? That's crazy. I'm already exhausted. We've done 2 things.
We then moved on to the second most important piece of Judo, which is where you grab them.
Kumikata, grip fighting. So we're gripping up, we're attacking, we're just not finishing any throws.
All right, well, this should be easy enough, as long as I'm not matched with somebody who's better than me, or bigger than me. All right, well.
You're gonna find out today.
I don't want to trigger any alarms, but I think there's a chance they seen the video.
I apologize if this hurts anybody's feelings.
Every throw has 3 parts.
Okay.
So you have the Kazushi, which is off balancing. You get the Tsukuri, which is the entrance of the throw. And then Kake, which is the execution of the throw.
Of those parts, we're only working on the first phase right now, which is the gripping. And with Big Luke here, I've learned that I don't want Big Luke grabbing any part of me. He's too big, too strong. No thank you, Luke. Big Lucas, you keep those hands over there. Next, I've got Austin, though. I haven't introduced you Austin yet, but just know that he's quite good. And in this little bit of time, shakes everything I thought I knew about Judo. See, I thought that Judo was like a rooted, earthbender-esque style of fighting, where you're always connected to the ground and deep. But this dude Austin here moves around like a flock of bumblebees trying to sting a 12-year-old at the pool for having a peanut butter and honey sandwich.
I feel like a real fish out of water there.
1, fish aren't used to wearing gis. But 2, if you're a righty, try to keep your right foot forward.
Okay.
Think of it like playing tennis. If tennis players, they would never practice with their left hand.
With their left
right?
hand, sure.
Because then you have half the reps that somebody else does.
It's fair.
And if you can dictate your own stance,
yeah,
why not, right? You can switch sometimes. There's special circumstances, but
yeah,
I want my
right
athletic
hand,
foot
right
in the mix because this is the one that I'm going to be
But
countering
this
and
is my
attacking
athletic.
with.
Which, in theory, means that I was not only wrong about how you move in Judo, but also how you stand. How you stand in general. So I took the next round to take a breathe, get some footage for the video, and I noticed that there were quite a few people wearing a lot of white tape on their fingers.
What's up with the finger tape?
Oh, my hands are atrocious.
Oh,
It's from just getting wrenched and raggedly gripping the gi.
Pretty gnarly looking, right? I'm trying to make
get like
ugly
his
hands cool.
These knuckles.
Yeah.
Dainty little phalanges.
That's crazy.
These 2 bumpy-handed studs are Alex Lahman and Austin Cook. Let's take a second to appreciate what they're capable of. Now, this is also who I'm going to be facing later, so reduce your expectations.
I feel like I have little baby hands now. Meant for like picking up toys and putting squares in other square holes.
All right, circle up. First throw, a lot of you guys probably learned in Judo, Osotogari. Our first step is gonna be here, okay? Powerful step into the mat, leaning forward. I wanna think about sliding my leg down here.
While practicing the technique of the day, I realized there's a heavy emphasis on off-balancing and fitting into your partner's body.
Ask yourself, do why I feel powerful here. And you'll know when your shoulder gets torqued behind, you're like, oh, I don't know about that.
This is not, yeah, okay, gotcha.
A lot of the practice of the technique isn't even actually throwing your partner. It's figuring out how to get to the place that you could actually throw
Is
them.
this movement where you do it by yourself, is that regular that you guys do that a lot?
Yeah, so uchikomi is what it's traditionally called, where you just do fit-ins.
And without realizing it, we went through the 4 parts of a judo throw. We started with the grips, off-balance the opponent, fit in, and then executed the throw.
My brain went step,
that's
step.
okay. No, go for it. Yeah. That was perfect.
It's kind of nerve-wracking.
Oh my God, perfect.
Okay, sweet.
Which is fair. If I remember correctly, the only thing I can think of at this moment is like, man, I am hungry. Well, lucky for me, the sponsor of today's video is Factor 75. Factor 75 delivers these amazing meals to your door that you can heat up in only 2 minutes. They're delicious, fresh, never frozen. They're dietitian approved. So here's the whole thing about me. I'm pretty bad about doing vegetables in general. In this last week, Factor's actually been a big factor in helping me get more vegetables because frankly, they're actually really tasty. Yeah, that's solid. That's good veg. I can get excited about that. They've got these chefs that make gourmet meals. Every single meal that I've had with Factor, I have been a big fan of. You heat it up in the microwave for 2 minutes, that's it. And you get food that doesn't taste like it was just put in a microwave. Like this chicken was so good. It was like fresh, it was juicy. That's like good chicken. That feels like I just pulled this out of the oven. I'm like legit impressed. What about the string beans? Good veg. Depending on what your diet looks like, you can find a plan within Factor that'll probably get you exactly what you need. Actually, I've worked with HelloFresh in the past. Very tasty brand. HelloFresh now owns Factor, which means 2 things. 1, you get to use my discount from both places. But 2, there's way more tasty meals to choose from. Head to factor75.com or click the link down below and use code Sensei50 for 50% off your first Factor box. Again, factor75.com, Sensei50 for 50% off your first Factor box. Thank you to Factor for sponsoring this video. Thank you to you guys for clicking these links whenever I have them. I'm probably getting launched right about now. I'm probably hitting the ground right now. I've officially convinced Austin that I'm worthy of being thrown, which is the first time I've ever said that.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a lot more thinking than I expected.
Okay, so Tachiwaza Randori. You're gonna start on your feet, standing. Other than that, don't hurt your partner, don't kill each other.
Just looked, they are 3-minute rounds. 3 minutes is a long time to throw people.
I'll put my left foot forward. Take your bow.
If you've never gi grappled stand up, you can see it and you would think, oh, like it looks like the same thing. But it's just a gi, those handles change things a little bit.
100%.
Your base was very good though. Oh, beautiful thing. That's what I'm talking about. The times where you were giving these, and I would bet if you go back and watch, you would say, yeah, those are that was a sort of a familiar movement for me.
Yeah.
And whenever you're feeling familiar and athletic,
Yeah.
remember that, and chances are you're doing it right. Yeah. Oh, yes. Scary, right? It's scary. Oh, he's getting the groove. Oh, yep, go. 10 seconds, go. Oh. Oh, sweep it. Nice, very controlled.
That's no points, is it?
No, you probably could have had that.
I'll be honest, I don't know how the points work. I have no idea if that was good or not.
Full point is when I throw them and they land flat on their back. A half a point is anything they land like not flat on their back. So if I get 2 half points,
That equals the whole point.
I thought I was doing that. I was not sure if I was doing that math right.
For this round, I played it a lot more defensive, so we have time to explain the point system now that I've learned it. Your goal is to get an ippon, which is throwing your opponent down to the ground, back first, and it can't just be nice and gentle, it has to have amplitude to it.
Lock your hands, lock your hands. Oh, do it!
There's also a way to get half points, which are like, I guess, anything that's not that. Maybe, I'm not really so sure on that part. So like, here's an example of an ippon, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, drive! Oh, jeez.
And I just did that so you'd have an example. I didn't actually, like, I wasn't gonna get taken down, I just wanted you guys to know what it would look
All
like.
the stuff that I thought I was gonna land, I am not. I'm doing the opposite.
It's clear to me at this point that if I'm gonna beat the next guy, I'm gonna need to know the moves. There's 82 of them. So I'll just pick one here. Being that I just got whooped by two people who are a lower belt rank than Alex, I was feeling confident. That last thing I said was sarcasm. Get away from me. When you're doing randori like this at an early level, there's so many things you have to think about, and I guess there's really only four, the four parts
That's
of the throw.
the first judo experience kryptonite is drop say. We're all taking advantage of your way.
But see, I'm like Wolverine. The more you hit me with something, the more likely I am to be able to get you back with it. Except I still don't know how the points work, so like...
What do I go for?
This doesn't count, but what if I put him on his back?
Oh. Now work your face.
Where's my face?
Work your face. Lead the dance. Lead it. Oh! You gotta go for it. 8 seconds. You gotta go for it. Yep, point it, Seth. Did it. Very hard. Oh my God. Great job. Good job. Beautiful, guys. Woo!
Did I win?
You didn't lose.
Yeah, no, I know enough about the points now. I know I didn't win.
Oh man, that sucks.
What do you do? Like, what do you do against that?
Oh, I roll over and die.
Okay. Okay, gotcha. Roll over, die. Do I need to write that down? Is that like a...
It comes pretty naturally.
Okay.
Yeah.
And next up, I've got Austin.
I mean, really, like against Austin, it's like little victories. I probably throw him like, you know, how many times do you get like a blood moon in a year?
What are your accolades? Because I know they're crazy.
Senior nationals I won, junior nationals, U.S. Open, and a World Cup I got a bronze medal at.
Heck yeah. Yeah, that's really cool.
Thanks.
Damn.
Oh, no, just kidding. Yeah, it's been obsessing over this for a long time.
Yeah. When did you start?
My 15th birthday.
Holy crap.
And I'm 32 now.
That was cool.
The secret is, like, I'm sure you know with anything, it's just, like, I was a weird kid growing up, still am a little weird probably, but obsessed about it, like, just in my own little world, writing down judo throws, ideas, obsessing over YouTube, like,
Yeah.
I could get better at anything.
Holy smokes. I think people don't give themselves enough credit
Yes.
for the ability to just like go do
Yeah,
whatever.
like, I don't think I'm, like, sure we have some talent, but I think obsession, you know?
Yeah.
And that sacrifice, people say that they want it, but like I've moved away from home multiple times, like did what I walked home, didn't have a car, like icing my fingers with snow, same thing, Montreal, like all of Rhode Island, bounced around the country obsessing over it.
Yeah.
This sounds super lame. In college, I didn't go to a single party, just studied and
Yeah.
did judo.
There's just other stuff to do
Yeah.
that is like more conducive to getting better at something.
it's like fulfilling, you know, and like happiness comes from fulfillment.
I think a lot of people either don't find that thing to be that obsessive and happy over,
Or choose the wrong thing.
or they choose the wrong thing, or they just don't look.
Exactly.
It's really easy to not look and to never like get it wrong or
the courage to, like you did today, coming out here and trying it. Like and I'm guilty of this too. I'm sure we're all guilty of thinking back on our life and be like, what if I had taken that shot? What did I miss out on? And hopefully we all learn that before it's too late, you know?
I'll be over here. Yeah. Well, what we're all saying is, if you think she's cute, just go talk to her.
For real, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm glad you read between the lines there.
Yeah.
That was the most difficult, technically demanding, exhausting, and frustrating martial arts I think I've tried. And still, that was incredibly fun, satisfying, and enjoyable. So with that being said,